Hellblazers. Welcome back to Newcastle Crew 2.0, a Southgate Media Group podcast dedicated to all things John Constantine related. I am Lilith, and joining me is
Phil.
And today we have a special guest for you,
Charlie Esser.
Today we're going to be doing a live commentary on the 2005 film Constantine, starring Keanu Reeves and Rachel Weisz. Also a little Shia LaBeouf in there for you. And Diamond Hinsu. So yeah, really lots to say about this movie. So I'll try to be educational, but you know me, I'll probably end up being snarky.
No.
If you want to follow along, just I'm at the 14-second marker on Netflix, which is just where the Warner Brothers logo, the Hellfire Brimstone logo, kind of fades away. So that's where we're starting. In 3, 2, 1, push play. Look at it break apart like all those demons. They do a really good job with those, though. Even the DC Legends of Tomorrow logo looks really awesome at the end of the show.
Okay, yeah. Well, this was also, 11 years ago, too.
Yeah, 11 years ago in February. The Spear of Destiny. This is not Hellboy. Like, I literally yelled this at the theater, I remember. This isn't Spectre either.
Mexico.
Well, the Spear of Destiny, that's in a lot of pulp. I mean,
everything but Hellblazer.
It's basically... it's the go-to MacGuffin after the Ark of the Covenant, you know.
Very true.
In all honesty, you have to give Spielberg credit for not putting the Spear of Destiny in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Because it would have been the most challenging.
It would have been better than the Crystal Skulls, though. The Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls.
Hey, look. Yeah. We're starting off in that evil place that Donald Trump tells us about, Mexico.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, he's going to build a wall. Keep it safe.
Fun fact why I bring up Hellboy is the reason why it's not called Hellblazer and it's called Constantine is because it was initially slated to come out around the same time as Hellboy, and they thought that it wasn't distinguishable enough to the casual fan. Fun fact.
And this is how you know Mexico is bad. It's full of Nazis.
It's like a Nazi pawn shop.
Yeah.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, you're a little ahead of me here.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll jump to that spot where you get hit by the car.
Manuel! Music plays, rap music blasting in the background.
Constantine.
Tea kettle with. I'm watching with the subtitles, by the way. I recommend watch every DC movie with subtitles.
Yeah, I'm watching the subtitles too.
My Netflix always does it. Oh, what a feeling dancing on the sea. Oh, Angel City.
Gasps.
Oh, mis Dios. Oh, Dios míos.
Honey, you screams. Honey, you get down off the ceiling. Quit being a spider.
Those flips are going to take forever. Oh, here comes Chaz. Now, this is what the TV show definitely has over the movie, the portrayal of Chaz, because I was really ticked off about this Shia LaBeouf thing.
Why? Because Chaz is in a 12-year-old boy?
Exactly. And I love Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, I know, but seriously, I mean, this is pre-Transformers. It seriously looks like he's like 15 or something.
Well, he had just done iRobot, and Will Smith had recommended him. He was friends with the director, so...
See, you are being informative.
Oh, Pruitt Taylor Vince, Casper, Abraham from Heroes Reborn.
Always comes back to Heroes Reborn with you, doesn't it?
There's the cartoon, and the door slams at the same time.
Is there some did they have some reasoning for like why he didn't even attempt a British accent?
Well, they made the character straight up
'Cause his
American.
na-
It was the only way the screenplay got greenlit is once they changed the character from British to American, and they justified it by saying that Constantine, well, Hellblazer did solely take place in the UK, but whatever, rolls eyes.
Yeah, but that's where he's from, though.
I know, but think about it. They initially wanted Nicolas Cage to be freaking Constantine, so this is Keanu Reeves is a step up. No offense.
Get out, demon.
Well, you know.
Wait,
John Wick is actually
let me
a good
guess.
movie.
Keanu drives the demon out and goes, excellent.
Dude.
You know, Keanu gets a lot of flack for that, but that is a comedy, and so he played a comedic character. You can't
But was
always
Point
judge
Break?
him by.
Well, I also expect them to say, I know Kung Fu.
Yeah, they should have told him. They really did add some comedic elements to the movie that was missing from the original screenplay, so.
Mm-hmm. Man, all they give us is speaks in Latin. They don't give us the actual Latin words.
So you don't try to cast a spell and get sent to hell.
Huh? Don't try these exorcisms at home, kids.
I just wanted her to quote the Exorcist line. I would have been like, yes!
Ooh.
The pea soup in the face.
3-foot mirror.
Reflective surfaces.
It's like pulling a Jack Nicholson from Batman. I need a mirror. Mirror!
Yeah, there's a mirror.
Oh, look, it's Chaz. He's driving the cab. He just got his permit.
Well, this is
Oh,
the
let's
thing,
see if
though.
he's doing a taxi driver thing here.
Doesn't he know by now if Constantine tells you to move the car, I'd move it up the next block?
Well, they just started working together, actually. I've been reading apologist reviews and tidbits about it. So yeah, he's supposed to be John Constantine's student. Like they just met not that long ago, and all these.
Okay.
Things. So that's why they kind
why
of picked Shia LaBeouf to be, because he was the sidekick in iRobot as well, and they thought that he did a really good job with that. So. Yes, it is over the top.
What would they have done if they didn't have a mirror in this building?
Oh, another thing about this movie that I hate is that it's PG-13 and it should totally be rated.
Can't someone... Oh yeah, any Constantine movie should be R. Let's...
You know, I don't necessarily get that. I mean, were the Constantine books adults only?
They were mature.
Yeah, it was Vertigo. So.
Yeah, but... Well, yeah, I get that it's Vertigo, but like, you know, was there non-obscured profanity and nudity in it, or?
Sometimes.
Everyone always, it's like Deadpool. They say, "Oh, it has to be hard R." It's like, why? I mean, I get the idea. Oh, it should be, but I just don't necessarily get that. You know, it has to be because the books are written to, you know, be, you know, they're not Penthouse comics. They're.
Yeah, but there was
profanity,
language,
nudity,
and
like serious adult situations. And I'm not talking about movies.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
yeah. They were
they were
a lot more hardcore than Deadpool comics. So if Deadpool has an R movie, yeah, Constantine should definitely have a rated R movie.
Yeah. Well, there you go then.
I just love when he was like leaving the apartment. No one like thought to like stop and say, "Oh, thank you, Mr. Constantine, for saving that girl."
Heroes
well,
never
I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised that everyone's so helpful. It's
Well, I think it's just they wanted somebody who could solve the problem, and they found them. But
He has no
well,
bedside
yeah, but
manner.
hey, John, why would you do that?
He did tell you to move it.
Don't worry, young Shia. In 2 more years, you'll find a talking car.
Shia LaBeouf and yellow cars. That's his signature.
New headcanon. His cassie calf's name is Bumblebee.
There you go.
Oh yes, a bowling alley.
See, there you go. It's an adult film. They're smoking.
I think
one thing I love about closed captions is when there's music, they just give you like 4 notes to say there's music here. It's like it could be any music, but it just here's music. And though I guess if you couldn't hear, you wouldn't know what the difference would be anyway. But then then why are you putting it there to say, oh, and there's music here?
Fun fact about the score, it's actually 2 people credited, even though I think that the second person, no official credit, because they brought them into post-production. So yeah. He was brought in to add the creep factor to the rest of the background music. Rachel Weisz, like, out of all the actresses from like the early 2000s, Rachel Weisz is like so dignified. That's why it shocked the heck out of me. She was doing this movie.
Well, they usually don't give them the script when they agree to the movie. So maybe she actually like read the comic books and said, "Oh, that'll be awesome." And then they said, "Oh, Keanu Reeves in this? Who's he playing?"
Is he Chaz?
There you go. See, that might have been a great casting bet,
Yeah, this movie went through like 2, 3 directors and like 5 script changes, so.
Yeah. That's never good.
Should have went through at least 2 more, but whatever.
Still better than the Fantastic Four, though.
Ugh. Yeah, I keep seeing Fantastic Four Blu-rays and DVDs in the store. Like, people were paying money for that.
Lucy Griffiths looks so much like her. Like, it's not even funny. The first female lead in the TV series. I was just like, that was not a good move, obviously. That looks like it hurts.
Isabel.
It's like that. It's like that feather from Forrest Gump. It's always twins. Why are like supernatural movies so obsessed with twins?
Nobody likes twins.
And she has a cat. You know it.
Because cats are creepy too. Cats and twins. It makes people go, there's something wrong here.
You don't look blonde and British to me.
Yes, no.
I'm going to be done in by this.
God, that looks awful. Oh, fun fact, he sold 13 different cigarettes in this movie. 10 more than the actual TV show. Actually, it's funny. 1 cigarette for every episode of the TV show. There you go.
So what are you saying? The number 13 is a magic number for Constantine?
13 wasn't so magic for the TV show, but it's a supernatural movie, and 13 is considered an American culture.
Well, now does that count the special 14th episode where Constantine's on Arrow?
No, it has to. It doesn't count unless Janny happens. Janny is John and Manny, his angel, quote unquote, that looks over his shoulder, but maybe not. So yeah, if Janny doesn't happen, it doesn't count as an episode. That's how that goes.
They need to get that on Blu-ray or something already.
No, it's nowhere to be found yet. It's probably gonna be another year because of all the arguments about the rights and stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's been heated.
Yeah, maybe they're still hoping it'll get rebooted on Netflix or something.
Well, yeah, there was a small streaming service that was interested in it, but if they can't hammer out the details about the distribution and whatnot in like the next 6 months, there's very little hope for that. So they really need to. I mean, stay making money. That should be every business. That should be every business's model. So do what you got to do to stay making money.
This is true.
Oh, this is a really specially made mannequin. So they use this in lieu of a stunt double. In a lot of these scenes that Rachel Weisz had to do, by the way. So. I did memorize a lot of them. Good. Because the internet's not working right now. Well, Firefox ain't working too good right now.
Hold the door. One down.
See? That has double meaning.
A double entendre, you say? Yeah. In a Constantine?
And here's Juan McGuffin with his Fear of Destiny, Crossing the Border.
What you call
Donald Trump for death.
Juan McGuffin?
Juan McGuffin, yeah. Oh, sorry, Manuel McGuffin. Because he does have a name. It's Manuel, right?
Boy, he should work for McDonald's. Look at that. Spears, yes.
Magic Spears of Destiny, yeah.
Ooh, Paul Desmond's. It actually gave it the name of the song. Boy, that was probably another mistake. Just remind us that the guy playing Constantine isn't doing a British accent.
And it's a blonde British guy, too. Yeah. From the River Jordan, because as it turns out, the one true faith was the random desert religion of. Okay, it's super rare, but we're going to waste a shot right now.
Have to make sure the merchandise is real.
Oh, fun fact about those grenades.
the first dragon's breath is free, and then they hook you.
Oh, the fun fact about those grenades are it's just Christmas ornaments, clear Christmas ornaments.
Huh?
I hate this half demons, half angel thing though. Strictly for the movie, drove me insane.
Now there's a question. Does Robin exist in this universe?
I guess it gets some in some form because you mentioned Robin.
Yeah, well, I mean, because see, what's interesting about that is, of course, because so Tonto, of course, is the character related to the Lone Ranger who relates in a roundabout way to the Green Hornet, which although isn't owned by Warner's, is actually a character who has ties to Batman in the fact that both Green Hornet and Batman both premiered on WXYZ in Detroit. So, they have their origins there. So.
Inspiration
I
from
don't know,
Zorro
man.
and all that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just saying,
Why do I feel
Tonto
like
could be a real person in this story, and so could Robin.
Why do I feel like a slacker around you two? I brought no facts tonight.
That's okay. Oh, fun fact, there's 65 continuity errors in this movie. And that's me being generous, by the way.
Look, who's that?
Tilda
It's the ancient
Swinton.
one.
I know, and he said something about her all-seeing eye.
Oh, there we go.
He basically just called out the Eye of Agamotto.
See, Tilda Swinton would have been better Constantine. I'm just saying, physically wise. It's freaking me out now as I'm thinking.
She would have been an awesome Constantine. And she's wearing a tie. She could have totally pulled it off.
Yeah, the actress herself actually really loves and embraces the androgynous qualities of life. So.
Oh, well. Like Thor, she's gender fluid.
Proud of yourself? You drove your twin insane because you kept denying and you kept yourself in denial. Are you happy?
See, this whole thing with Constantine whining, that's not Constantine. He'd be like,
well, this is the Americanized, watered down version of Constantine.
I
Is the way
guess.
that I look at it.
As if it's the Vertigo
Well, does
Constantine.
Constantine actually want to get into heaven? Is that like a thing for him?
No, but I just don't think he wants to go to hell.
Yeah, that's basically it. You don't want to go to hell. So like limbo, purgatory, anything would be better than hell.
That's one interesting thing for DC. They seem much more comfortable with the idea of, the overall Christianized version of heaven, hell, etc. Whereas, Marvel likes to keep it a little more ambiguous as to what's out there.
Well, actually, for Constantine specifically in the Vertigo universe, it is polymastic and everything. And there's the reason why God of the Judeo-Christian Muslim faiths it's because they're the most, popular religion at this point in time. And so they derive their power from being worshipped the most or whatever. But we get these, the hunger demons and stuff like that. They're from all over, all kinds of cultures too. So that's one thing that I really did like about Hellblazer specifically. So yeah. But they did focus a lot on like Lucifer and God and the war in heaven and a lot of that. But there's other cool little lesser known religions represented in Hellblazer as the story goes on. So
yeah.
But this is the movies. Like I said, it's very watered down for American audiences. It just makes me go, what? Why? Why do we have to do this? Still better than Nicolas Cage, though.
Let's get a Constantine Spawn crossover.
There you go.
Well, Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Like I said, we already have our Doctor Strange crossover.
The Phantom Stranger.
Where you going, John? 7-Eleven for more smokes?
Yeah, probably.
Love a lady in a pantsuit.
Smoke a lot.
Was that like product placement? You could see like that 7-Eleven and what was that, Quiznos?
Probably.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Now, here's a question. Did they both go to the Catholic Church thing together and then just do their own thing? Did I miss that? I don't know.
Who, Chaz and Constantine?
No.
No.
Wow. I don't know.
Because they both went there. Angela went and talked to the bishop or the priest, and then Constantine went and talked to but they like both walked in together. It's not like they were like, oh, hey, random.
Convenient plot point is convenient. Poor Pruitt Taylor Vance. He always gets typecast.
They have a lot of security cameras at this mental hospital.
Suicide Squad.
Hopefully that will be better than this.
Just by a hair. I'm actually more excited about Batman versus Superman now when originally I was more excited about Suicide
Squad. Why is the security camera tracking her?
It's a really crappy mental institution.
It's been...
actually, it's a really good one. I mean, they've got like...
No, they're selling the snuff films. That's the subplot that got dropped. They drive their patients insane and sell the snuff films.
Maybe the camera's possessed.
Yeah. He looks right into the camera, says Constantine. Like...
How does it even have sound? All that wind up there, really? Maybe she read the lips. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I
thought. Apparently, the security cameras had sound too. They like really invested well in the roof security. I think they call that what they call it, Raven's Claw or Ravens something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because of course that's that's a name for a mental institution, Ravenscraft. It's not you don't call it like New Horizon Hope or something like
Well,
that. You call it
originally it was in the
Ravenscroft.
UK, so the UK is okay to be creepy.
Oh,
America, we
come
have to be
on.
PC.
Oh, look at this. Talk about product placement. The big Chevy
Show.
Equinox billboard.
There's Union 76.
Yep.
It's funny because my boyfriend's mom drives that car. Synchronicity!
Holy crap, Constantine's got some major crabs.
The way he lives his life, that's very possible.
Unholy grunting. Not just regular grunting, but unholy grunting.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah. That's a good Saturday night.
Crazy.
Hey, look, it's the B-Man.
It's a bee elemental.
Isn't
Where are you, Swamp Thing? Where
It's-
are you?
there a guy in Marvel who's made of bees?
Yeah, Swarm. He's also an Nazi.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Huh?
Why did the bug stick to the
That
camera?
was dangerous. Nobody in LA stops, bro. They don't care. They'll get the blood on the car.
I just love how he's like fighting like a huge like man-sized swarm of like bees and stuff, and no one was like gave it a second look.
It's LA. Nobody cares about anybody else, bro.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically, no one else could see the bees.
Yes,
It's
he's
a
the only
demon,
one.
and only he can see the.
I guess.
So to them, it's just some tweaker running around in a suit as they're trying to get to work. You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're going to see Papa Midnight.
Do you know how mad I am about this damn overcoat? Do you guys even really know how mad I am about this right now? He looks like a damn funeral director that's had one too many.
Yeah, wrong color, wrong.
Like, what? If
I
anything,
just got what
give
this
him the
was.
trench coat.
Exactly. Why couldn't they get him to dye his hair blonde?
Keanu Reeves does not look handsome.
Shots extra. You know, you could. You're not gonna get Keanu Reeves to do alter his hair without paying him more.
He said he really
movie
enjoyed
didn't
this
make
role,
money
though.
as it was.
Wow, everyone is really on ecstasy in this club.
Okay, in case you guys don't
You know what's weird? They're like saying this is the club where like the angels and the demons go, but I don't see any angels here.
No. The angels have the
you
yellow
know?
eyes, and the half demons have the red eyes. So that one is a human, and that was making out with the demon. See, they're color coded. Isn't that neat and lazy?
That makes it easier, I suppose.
Yep, you disappoint me, definitely.
Lilith, doesn't this Papa Midnight look like the one who's in Constantine the Hellblazer right now?
Yep, sure does, and I don't have
Just
a problem with that.
Just the way he's dressed, yeah.
This is like the most pure comic book character we're gonna get right here.
Papa Midnight, yeah.
I mean, because presumably they don't change his origin at all. They just don't tell us anything about him. So I'm just assuming he's the most canonically correct character.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to that actor? He was in like Blood Diamonds with Leonardo DiCaprio not too long after this. He was in Amistad. He was in a couple of things, and then he just kind of like Keanu Reeves. And then he made a resurgence too.
Hmm? I forget where I saw it. It was either Amazon or eBay. So one of the sites, they had that Constantine lighter for sale.
Probably Amazon.
I think.
They get a lot of replica merchandise that you won't find anywhere else. Don't know how they do it. Maybe they sold their soul to the devil.
I need to use the chair. Didn't you go before you left the house?
Thanks for the history lesson. You mean thanks for the exposition?
That would be much more impressive if we knew what an ashgar was.
That's...
And what's with him throwing the cigarette on the floor? It's like,
He's
someone's
a
got to
rude
clean that up,
a-hole.
John. Yeah, but,
That's how he shows he means business, Charlie. Look, I litter.
He's broody and emo. You know,
bad boy.
black eyeliner really would have sold this for me.
Balthazar.
Gavin Rosdale. Boy, you really blew it when you divorced Gwen Stefani. You know that dude? Now nobody cares about you.
Ouch.
It's funny because they were set up to be a power couple around this time. She had done The Aviator, and he was doing this movie. They were billing them as the new, like, Brangelina. And that didn't turn out.
Yeah. Well, as we know, DC movies tear people apart.
No, Hollywood married couples
Look
tear each other.
at Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner.
Oh.
As soon as he gets into a DC movie, they break up. It's DC films, they're bad for your relationship.
Any movie's bad for a male married actor. I'm just saying. It's long hours on the set.
It's method acting. Batman can't be married.
If I was Ben Affleck, that's what I would say. But I think they're going to get back together personally. He's still living in the house. It's not like they're just, middle class people that can't, they're divorced and can't move out. Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, boy.
The agency said they were sending a blonde.
Yeah, get the spider high. Why not? Well, you did it to yourself. What are you mad at the spider for? Nobody told you to start smoking cigarettes. God.
That's right, kids. Remember, smoking is bad for you.
It's a dangerous, filthy habit.
Well, you see, the trope is that if you are a person who deals with demons, you need some sort of vice that you can feel control over, so that you can indulge in the vice as you're facing corruption. Even though it is a vice because it's a vice that is in some way controlled. You'll see the other exorcist in this. He uses alcohol as his vice.
Well,
and so the idea is you use the vice that allows you to keep in control of the demons that are chasing you.
I guess.
Although,
even
of course,
the scotch he drinks is smoke flavored. Like, are you serious? It's just too much. It's just too much.
Or just like Doctor Strange right now, he just vomit every time.
Oh yeah. Well, he's doing that too. So there we go. The movie's ahead of its time.
All magic has a price, remember?
What is this? Once upon a time?
He just has it.
No, we're talking about Doctor Strange comics right now. They're the current ones right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guy needs to drown a couple rabbits.
There's something wrong with magic in the Marvel universe. Well,
although I'll say this much: that actually is the perfect cameo for Monaco, the Prince of Magic, in Agent Carter. Is to have him come to the talent agency as they're discussing the zero matter and have him explain the dark dimension, and then all dismiss him. And he just says, "There's always a price." Sorry, we're talking about this now.
I can tell you something depressing.
Uh-oh.
What's depressing?
Besides this movie?
Well, it ultimately has an upbeat ending. Spoiler alert, sorry. Alan Moore.
Way to ruin it for me. I haven't seen the ending yet. I only got to the
just to
point where I
push
felt
through, in case you get too depressed and you're thinking about doing what her sister did. Anyway, back to the depressing. Alan Moore, after learning his lesson from dealing with, the adaptations from his other stuff, from Hell and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, he rejected like all the money and credit from Hollywood on any of his adaptations, and then he ended up giving all the money that he got from this to the artist who drew the character. He even rejected his own created by credit from the film, which is really unheard of in modern day comic book industry. I mean, we all know how long it took, Jerry and Joe to get the Superman credit back. So.
Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, you definitely can't call him a sellout or nothing.
Definitely.
Unless you want to argue that Alan Moore's current image is based on him being the anti-sellout, and so if he ever takes the money, it ruins his entire marketing brand. And right now, his brand is based off of not taking the money, so that even though it would be a lot of money, his long-term stability as a creator is based off of him rejecting it.
But he's just so good that even if he took the money and he wasn't a lot, I would still read it. It's Alan Moore. Give me a break.
I don't know. I find him too obsessed with sex in his stories. And not that I oppose sex. I love sex. I just find that it's like everything has sex with him. It's
Constantine.
Actually, that gets downplayed a lot as the story
goes on. Yeah, in this movie,
on,
yeah.
Though.
Men, women, he don't care. It's John Constantine.
Elementals, he don't care.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, well, Constantine, I can't speak. As he's gotten more and more famous, he's gotten much more into every character has to have some kind of weird fetish that is their like motivating driving
I
thing.
thought that was just a British thing.
Yeah. Well, no, John Byrne does it too, but then he's Canadian, so. Yeah. Well, with John Byrne, it's just all mind control sex all the time. But,
him and Bill Cosby.
There's a niche for that, though, so,
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
What is this, Legends of Tomorrow?
Man,
Why do you say that?
Professor Stein.
I use the verb Cosbying recently to describe something, and it struck me, man. In my youth, that phrase would have had a completely different meaning. And
eating pudding and wearing ugly sweaters, right?
Yeah. It ain't that no more. So.
Oh. See, these effects weren't that bad for the time, honestly. They really dedicated themselves to the aesthetic of the movie. That's something that I really do appreciate about it.
Yeah. Honest, I'm gonna say this: the acting is not bad. The effects aren't bad. I think what kind of cripples this film is that I think the writing is a little poor. And if you don't have a well-written film, you're not going to have a good film. There's no good film that is poorly written, unless it's produced by Michael Bay.
Shots
you know
fired.
what though? Michael Bay is
and actually, that's
really
very unfair of me.
Talented guy. I mean, he's graduate. His pedigree is amazing, and it's just like it's like a big long con or troll or something that all he does are these big bombastic empty popcorn flicks. Like it drives me absolutely insane.
I just think the problem.
No, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the problem with any movie or TV show based on a comic book is the further away they get from the source material, it starts suffering.
Yeah, this would have been you know what? Even with Keanu Reeves not being blonde and not having the right trench coat, if they would have stuck a little more close to the source material, this could have been a better movie. I think personally.
Yeah, do the dangerous.
I'm going to argue that.
Yeah,
I'm going to argue that. Wait. Let me argue that point because the MCU does not stay close to the comic books in any conceivable way. And has not since The Incredible Hulk, which was their first big hit, breaking away from the comic. And I'm talking about the original TV series, The Incredible Hulk. They broke away from the comics and they did their own thing, but they still told a good story. They used the comics and the characters as a jumping off point. And then they told a good story. And the good story will carry a bad, it doesn't have to be close. The reason why nerds get upset when you don't stick to the comic book isn't because if you break from the comic book, people get upset. It's because if you tell a bad story, people get upset. And at least we knew the comic books were a good story. So if you throw out the comics and tell a bad story, it's not going to be a good film. And as an example people have made, Corman's Fantastic Four was really, really close to how the comics were originally written in many cases. But the fact of the matter is, it still wasn't a really good film.
Well, that had a lot to do with that.
Because, yeah, but,
and the casting.
but that's the thing. It's not about being close to the comics.
I'm just saying for this particular movie, though.
Yeah. Well, what it is that you're going to say this is a bad film and they didn't stick to the comics. Now, they could have told a good film and not stuck to the comics, or they could have stuck to the comics, which we will accept are a good story, and it probably would have been better. But then again, Watchmen, which gets all kinds of flack, didn't stick. I mean, it made a bunch of very direct breaks from the comics. Directly and intentionally, and people got upset about but also at the same time, I think is not the worst adaptation of an Alan Moore property.
Not by
this is probably the worst adaptation. Oh, actually, yeah.
Oh hell.
You go to hell, try and fix your suit because you want to look nice.
You never know who you might meet.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll say this much though: I'm always a little disappointed when they focus on the fire and brimstone of hell. When you think about it, hell should be a lot more psychological. The fire and brimstone, that was like one of, that's one of Dante's circles. All the other circles are nothing like that. And, of course, what I find most fascinating about Dante's Inferno is that was only one of the books. There's actually 3 books. There's the Inferno, I forget what they call that. And it's just like, there's 3 things, but everyone always focuses on the fact that he wrote a book about hell. But actually, he wrote 3 books telling a trilogy of stories, And so it's unfair that Dante's always associated with demonology when, in fact, that was just one of his books.
It was his bestseller. He was like Dan Brown of his time, bro.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's the devil sells, and that's what it is. People are much more interested in a story about the devil than they are in a story about heaven or purgatory, about either suffering or redemption. They just want to hear about punishment. That's why the Punisher, went from being just a one-off villain to being being a super popular character in the 90s, because people didn't care. They wanted to have people punished. They didn't want a redemptive arc of a hero. They wanted someone to punish people.
No.
Well, let's just be glad the original script, which had hell as a black void with a floor covered with oil, didn't make the cut.
See, I think that would have been better. At least it's different. Now, why did she still have... See, this kind of confused me. Why does she still have the bracelet?
What, in hell?
In hell? Because first off, she took off the bracelet before she died. So why does that go with her to hell?
Just because you're in hell doesn't mean you don't need proper identification.
Satan is too busy to remember everybody's name.
So now she's just wandering around hell without an ID badge?
Maybe you...
That's hell.
Maybe
bureaucracy. We figured it out. There's the
Or maybe you appear in hell with whatever...
Well, maybe now she just walked out. Like, you don't have a tag to be here.
Maybe
you get out of hell right now. You're not supposed to be here.
Maybe that's because what she was wearing when she died. I don't know.
No, but she took it off before she died. That's my point. It's,
Maybe it wasn't the actual bracelet. Maybe it was just
continuity error. Okay, it is.
Oh, is that one of the 65 continuity error?
Yes, it is.
Do morgues usually just have people like in stacks like that?
It's LA. LA is like pre-hell. Everything is discombobulated.
They have a lot of dead people in this city. I'm just saying. That's like something someone should look into.
Oh,
Like
it must
Agent-
be West LA then.
Agent Carter.
She wouldn't want to get her
It's a
hat.
good thing he knew right where.
Uh-oh. It's cold. Ooh, fun fact about the 616 in the corner. Some people think that's the actual mark of the beast instead of 666. That's why it's there.
Well, that is the actual. Well, actually, the number of the beast is written in the original Greek translation or the original Greek book of Revelations because it was originally written in Greek. And in that, it is written as 616. When it was translated to Latin, in order to make the numerology work for the Latin version, they changed it to 666, which is why most Bible scholars will say that the actual beast described in Revelations is Caesar Nero, because in Greek, the numerology of his name breaks down to 616, whereas in Latin, the numerology of his name breaks down to be 666. And any modern interpretation of a name that tries to make it into 666.
That's what I was going to say. It's not a doorway to the Marvel Universe?
Well, actually,
that's
that
how you
is
get
why,
to the amalgam universe.
Well, actually, it has been said that that's why Alan Moore named the Marvel Universe 616. It was his dig at Marvel administration saying that Marvel was hell. Because he knew if he named Marvel 666, they wouldn't let it go by. But he named it 616 because he, of course, knew enough to know that in the original Greek translations of the Bible, if you read a Greek translation of the Bible, you'll see the number of the beast is 616. And I would imagine if you actually went to a Greek Orthodox church, you would see that as well. That they would say the number of the beast is 616.
Did you say Alan Moore?
Yeah, Alan Moore.
Alan Moore
time. Alan Moore was that's his name, right? Yeah. Alan Moore. Don't make me question names, man, because I'm real bad with names. Because I'm this close to calling him Roger Moore right now.
Demi Moore.
But Alan Moore was the guy who coined the term 616 for the Marvel Universe in the British comic. And actually, for the longest time, no one at Marvel actually called it the 616. It was just a thing that fans did, but now they actually call it the 616.
Yeah.
Oh, this is messed up. He always bites it in the most terrible way, man.
Now this kid could act.
Oh man.
Nothing like fried up eggs. Here's our stupid little confession.
Don't actually administer electric shackle someone's conscious though.
Hell isn't eternal. It just feels that way. So why didn't he run?
Or you just validate your own psychosis, you know.
So why didn't he wake up and say, "I'm going to become a priest"?
Didn't matter.
Because then you wouldn't have a very, very good story.
Tell that to Preacher.
That's a whole nother can of worms.
God. Now here's a question that maybe someone can answer. Why is the half demon the guy in the three-piece suit and all fancy, and then just randomly, the random liquor store guy is the angel?
Because capitalism is evil. We should all be socialist or communist.
No,
That's what
but,
they're trying to tell us.
But why is the random liquor store guy an angel? Like, well, this will be the best way for me to do
Eat,
my
drink, and
angelic
be
duties.
merry because tomorrow you die. There you go.
I'm just saying, it seemed rather convenient that was where the angel was.
They're all around us.
Huh?
Dude, why did the TV show have better angel wings than this movie?
Because we 10 years later, and now
Better
Still
special
on a
effects.
TV budget. Have you seen Heroes Reborn? I'm just that means nothing.
Oh man, where's my sound effects? I want to hit the bell every time you say Heroes Reborn.
That should be the drinking game. Get a shot of soy sauce every time.
Take a drink every time Lilith says Heroes Reborn. You'll be drunk by an hour and 10 minutes into this movie.
well, I was drunk when I started, so that's.
Oh, Charlie, you should have told me. I would have joined you.
Oh God, you two would have been drunk doing this, and you still would have been smarter than me.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's a terrible flip phone.
Huh?
It is. Oh,
2005.
dude, I had a.
And I mean, that was.
Yeah, but that was like the borderline where a lot of people still had flip phones and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. But it's LA.
And
Like,
as people have pointed out on Gotham, cops still use flip phones for various reasons.
do they really?
Mostly angry birds when they're supposed to be solving. Yeah.
Well, maybe if if your employer buys you a phone, maybe they cheap out and buy you a flip phone.
I guess if you're a cop, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it's the state, and basically the state has, a contract that was probably signed 10 years ago for one type of phone for all cops. And here's the guy that should have played Constantine, British and blonde. He's even wearing a yellow trench coat.
They could have went all meta, and they should have got Sting to play him.
At least he's still alive right now.
I know, man. Drop him.
Just quiet.
Don't jinx it.
Jinx it, man. I know a friend. Every time she says some celebrity should die or has died or could die, then they die like right away. It's scary.
You mean like Justin Bieber? Like if I said Justin Bieber would die?
No, he's gonna outlive us all, unfortunately, because life ain't fair.
Well, she could theoretically do that, but she doesn't like to use her powers for her own gain. No,
Better
but
person than I.
Get her to say Justin Bieber and Kim Kardashian.
Well, I'm just gonna say she didn't mean to, but yes, she did kill the lead of Nirvana. So
she has evil power.
Yeah, she does, man. It's something she's been dealing with her whole life. It's very dangerous. But, Kurt Cobain, she said, we're doing a sketch and a little show with Kurt Cobain as a character in it, and she says, maybe you should go and kill yourself. And then, we aired it, and the next week he killed himself, and it's been a tragedy, man.
Wow.
I tell you, man. See, Constantine, you don't know this. This is all real. This is all this magical stuff, man. It happens. People do it all the time.
No. The thing about Constantine, his creators say that they've seen. People say they play into it, but they say they've seen him. I love those stories. They're the best.
Huh?
Yeah. It's all coincidence.
At a Sting concert.
You're gonna have to get the Citizens guys to do this movie, cause.
I would just kiss her already.
Boo! Now, fun fact: originally, at the beginning of this movie in the script, Constantine was with a demon named Ellie, and she is actually a comic book character too, and she got completely torn out of the theatrical. Like they took out all her scenes except for one in the hospital where she says holy water in the background because they wanted this to happen. I was like, she's not Sandra Bullock. They don't have chemistry.
Well, at least they didn't meet on the bus.
Or or a lake house.
In fact, there's no acts at all in Corinthians.
Oh no! Here we go, Corinthians.
Yeah, it's not a play. There aren't acts. There's a book called The Acts of the Apostles, but there are letters to the Corinthians that Paul wrote.
Come on, these are LA writers. Do you actually expect them to research that?
I expect them to actually. Oh.
Maybe the Bible's one giant play in this universe.
I guess so.
This is a never-ending play.
The problem with the basic concept of the Antichrist is that if you actually had a devil's son and he lived that parallel life to Jesus, he too would have an agony in the garden where he would question his whether or not he could fulfill the destiny that his father had set for him. Because if he was the devil's son, he would actually just reject his destiny instead of embracing it and just say, "Heck with this! I'm going to go dance in the club." And that's where you get this TV show Lucifer.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's how that happened.
Exactly. That's the idea. Is that, I mean, if you were the devil's son, why would you do what your dad said? It's like, you're gonna bring 1,000 years of darkness. It's like, no. Why would I? I'm the son of the devil. I don't do what people tell me.
I want to be a writer, Dad.
But everybody has daddy issues.
Exactly.
So
Lucifer decides to be a stand-up comedian. It's like, I'm gonna chase my dreams, Dad.
And he came to the world as Artie Lang.
no, that's how the Joker was born in the original comedian incarnation.
All I gotta say is if DC's doing another reboot again, we better get another Constantine book again. Ew.
Wait, is DC rebooting again?
They're doing something.
They're doing a soft reboot. But we don't have to worry about the Hellblazer.
Why is it coming? Why?
For now, anyway.
Yeah.
And what's that going to do, waving your coat at the bug?
Huh?
Like, they're bugs.
Maybe it's a magic coat. Oh, yeah, this guy. I forgot all about him.
Juan McGuffin.
This guy!
Or Manuel McGuffin. Do you have got milk?
Huh? Hey, buddy. Can I get a ride to LA?
So we can smoke Marlboro cigarettes and use Texaco gas?
Ah! And eat at Quiznos? McDonald's! I saw a McDonald's sign.
Yeah. That's how you make money on these things, man.
I know.
That's the only way to make money on this one.
I don't remember the Constantine Happy Meal toys though.
It's because they were at what's that place? Carl's Jr. There we go. That's an LA place. That's a West Coast thing.
Jack in the Box.
Oh, finally, Manuel.
I think you might be a couple seconds behind here.
Yeah, because Constantine's yelling at her right now.
Is she
Yeah,
holding, is
I'm
she
actually
holding the
Niles'
coin
better
right
way of
now?
life. So.
John, they killed my sister.
Okay.
I'd trade places with her if I could. That's
Yep,
where I'm at.
that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Okay.
I used to pretend that I didn't see
I didn't see things.
Yeah.
And by the time we were 10, they started forcing her to take
what?
antipsychotic. Yeah.
Okay.
After
They would come for her.
Your butt.
And she'd look at me and she'd say to me, "Tell them. Why don't you tell them, Angie, that you can see them too?"
I ain't going to no
because
crazy
I don't
institution
want
with
to
you.
be locked up like you.
I want to be the only child. I should have ate you in the womb.
Why don't you stop telling people you can see them? I mean, obviously, that would be my. If I was the sister, I said, "Why don't you just stop saying it?" Yes, I see him too. Let's not tell people. Wouldn't that be like cooler just to say, "Oh yeah, all kinds of things over there"? Nope, don't see nothing.
She's a MacGuffin too. Let's just be real.
You know what's kind of weird about this? No one's even mentioned the Spear of Destiny yet. I mean, like we know that that's something going on in the background, but it's not like anyone's searching for it or saying this is the key. Is it just going to show up in the final act where it's like, I got the Spear of Destiny? It's like, oh, good, we needed that. Stab.
Yeah, we're like
now universe is.
We're already like halfway through. We're already like halfway through the movie, and yeah, the guy's still walking. Well, driving now, but
but it's like it's not like this is. It's not like it's a plot line that is part of this, and which would be, here's the thing: if they didn't say the Spear of Destiny at the first scene, and you just said, well, what's this guy's storyline? Why is he coming there? And then they reveal it at the end. You'd be like, oh, that'd be interesting. But now we know this guy's doing something, but no one else knows he's doing something.
There's that Chevy.
Are they going to kiss now?
See, if this was the real Constantine when she said, "Do I take all my clothes, the rest of my clothes off?" And he, Keanu said, "I'm thinking." The real John Constantine would have been like, "Yeah, but just for my sake, something."
Yeah. Well, technically, any proper magical ritual should be done sky-clad. So yes, she should be naked. We should all be naked.
But it's PG-13.
We should be naked while we're watching this too. I mean, I think that goes without saying.
Now I'm getting my Batman T-shirt. Whoa, trippy.
Huh?
I want one.
So that's a bathtub filled with holy water?
He said something about it lubricating the transition.
Lubricate.
Well, it's like he used the water Christmas ornaments to go to hell previously. So but he said that, like, since you wanted to crash course, you've got the whole body thing.
Yeah, I think they explained this whole thing to me in 7th grade health class.
Yeah.
If you have sex, you will die. Somebody went to a Catholic school.
No, I only went to Catholic school till about 4th grade.
I graduated from one. Well, actually, they were Jesuit.
I went to Catholic school for 12 years. We had very well-defined and intelligent sex ed. We learned exactly how sex works and exactly what sperm did and how it got where it was going.
Who told you that? The nuns?
We didn't discuss condoms, but Madonna taught us about condoms because I grew up in the 80s, and that's what Madonna was for.
Oh, don't you mean George Michael?
No, like a virgin.
Okay. Whatever your personal condom avatar was. When I was a kid, it was Madonna.
She's like, "You're trying to kill me."
Is he just straight up drowning her?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, you're gonna make a pretty corpse."
There's only
Romantic.
there's only one road to hell. That's murder.
Yeah, except this isn't
Yes.
suicide. Why is she going to go to hell? This is just murder.
Because she got in the tub of her own free will. I don't know. Maybe it's technically suicide.
Wow,
Women
you
put
broke
their
the
shoes on?
You're gonna pay me for that tub, right?
Time dilation.
Huh?
It's like a 5-year-old just took a bath.
I can speak from a 2-year-old.
No, I actually did something like that when I was 5.
You broke the tub?
I didn't break the tub, but I did overflow it on purpose.
Oh, we've all been
there. When her super villain career started, she overflowed the tub.
So my mom asked me why, and I was like, I just wanted to see what would happen.
Oh, Mama Hellfire.
Because you didn't read the story of Archimedes, and when you were a kid, you knew about water displacement. You didn't know that when you had it full all the way, and you sat down, it was going to overflow.
I knew what I was doing.
Oh,
She was
just causing trouble.
She was just a brat.
Yeah, I'm an only child, you know? You gotta keep your parents on your toes when you're an only child.
Same here, only child.
I was the youngest of 7.
Whoa!
You got away with murder at that point then, right?
No, actually, when you're the youngest of 7, you don't do anything because you see how messed up all your older siblings' lives are. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna actually try not to screw up my life because I see how much everyone has screwed their lives. So I'm just gonna sit here and sip my tea.
That sounds about right. Because my wife's the youngest of 4, and yeah, that sounds like her.
Nice bra, lady.
She's got the devil coin. Wait, look, it's Two-Face's coin.
Wow, man, they're going the whole DC multiverse.
Okay.
I hope we get a Justice League Dark movie directed by Guillermo. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Let's try Justice League movie first.
I'm not worried about the Justice League movie. I don't care about that. All I care about is Flash and Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman looks nice. I'm very excited about Wonder Woman. I'm more excited about Wonder Woman than I am Batman v Superman.
I can't even think that far ahead. Just give me Deadpool already.
Well, if you get I'm getting all the filming updates, and I'm just like, I want to be there. I wish I hadn't wasted it on Batman versus Superman now.
Ooh, holy gun.
I love
Oh,
this.
yeah. Which he keeps on wasting bullets in. It's like, aren't you going to fight demons? Don't you need these magic bullets to kill the demons? I mean, you don't want to be like, oh, man, I guess I shouldn't have shot my cigarettes with my demon because I only have 1 shot left and 2 demons, you know?
Oh, those cigarettes, by the way, are not an actual brand. In case anyone was wondering. So they didn't get money for product placement.
I was going to say, they took the advertising dollars for everything else, but not the cigarettes.
I think it's like a law against that or something, actually, isn't it?
Is it? I know on TV it is, but is it in movies also?
I don't think I've ever seen a branded cigarette since the 90s in a movie, but I don't really look at that stuff because I don't smoke.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen a branded cigarette in a movie. They always do the it's like looks like a Marlboro, but it's not a Marlboro kind of thing.
Oh.
It's a Carl, bro.
Yeah. No, it's the brand the cigarette smoking man always smoked, because they actually reutilize the same art department. They use the same. There's like standardized art that they all use.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you never see Google. You always see Spider.
Look.
When someone does a Google.
Wait, look, he's about to turn.
If you're a person of interest fan, fetchandretrieve.com.
Dude, his face. Oh. Dude, his face was half green. He's turning into the Hulk.
He's turning into the Green Goblin, son.
Yeah.
He's got that Norman Osborn feel to him a little bit.
He told her not to take that thing off.
Women, they never listen. They're the downfall of mankind. Don't you know that, Charlie?
Shh, Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie just heard her say that.
Well, that's what this movie is trying to tell us.
Oh.
Uh-oh, here comes the holy brass knuckles.
Which was blessed by some weird...
Oh, no, look. No, look. He's Two-Face.
Yeah, there you go. See, told you, it was Two-Face's coin. This is the secret origin of Two-Face.
That's why he's mad. Biggest plot twist of all time.
No.
These exorcisms look so rapey, man. You don't have this memorized, you a-hole? Jeez.
Seriously, you would think if, like, you're, that close to a demon and stuff, you'd think you'd have stuff memorized so you wouldn't have to waste the hand holding the Bible.
Well, and no offense, it's not like last rites just get you into heaven if you get them. You actually have to request forgiveness for your sins. It's if all you had to do was just be given last rites, Constantine could just say, "Oh, I don't have to cast any demons. I'll just go get last rites, and I get to go to heaven."
Wait, isn't that the plot to Dogma, basically?
Oh yeah, this is all stolen from Dogma.
Snooch to the booch.
Well, there is a Jay and Silent Bob.
But the plot to Dogma was that.
No, I know what it was. Trust me, I've seen that movie 1,000 times.
It's a good film.
It is. I love my Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
And he loves The Flash.
Yeah, he can direct an episode.
Oh, it's a good show. I enjoy The Flash. Even if they don't have toilets in the jail.
He cries at it. He cries watching The Flash.
Well,
he said
I have to.
The season one finale. He said the season 1 finale he cried.
That's I didn't cry. Like a boss. I need an SNL skit of this. I do.
Now they mention the Spear of Destiny.
The Spear of Destiny.
Way to go with like 10 minutes of movie to go.
An hour and 16 minutes in about. Man, somebody left him in the microwave too long.
Yeah.
Now it looks like The Mask.
Let's smoke it. No, don't hoover me up.
Yeah. Apparently his deal with the devil did not go as he had planned.
Shocking.
He sees that coming. Yes.
Seriously, with all this media anymore, why would anyone make a deal with the devil? How is that believable anymore? Because you know you're going to get screwed.
Yeah, some people think it might be worth it. I swear, the person who wrote Home Alone did sell their soul. I totally agree with Dogma on that.
Actually, as with all great cosmological questions, it was answered in a Marvel comic when the leader essentially makes a deal with Mephisto because the leader thinks he can outsmart Mephisto because it's his sense that I'm going to be the guy who is smart enough to figure out how to write this contract so I get out ahead. And the leader got ahead to 4 issues before Mephisto eventually caught him with the fine print.
There's where that little mannequin came in handy.
Okay.
This is a miniature office, by the way, guys,
Yeah.
that they're shooting this through for Rachel Weisz's character of Angela.
Nope. Back. Oh. Okay, he punched the bouncer out. That's Constantine.
Goodbye.
Yeah, Chaz. Yeah.
I really, I don't know. I'm not feeling the magic gun though.
Something about guns just don't say magic, eh? Unless
But
it's supernatural.
It's for they're playing the lowest common denominator. It's like, oh, gun, lasting magic. Okay. Oh.
It doesn't work.
You in my house.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna viciously make out with you. Let me enter you. Yes, take it.
Lilith, we're watching the movie.
Me too. You don't see the subtext?
Yes, I do.
Now, where did Constantine get $200 for a shirt?
Why would Constantine
He
buy a
stole
$200 shirt? Yeah, that's true.
He stole it.
Or he took it off a dead man or something.
Yeah.
When his sugar mamas bought it for
The chair.
Or sugar daddy, yeah.
Here's the real Mona
So
Lisa.
he's definitely an electric chair, so he can.
Hey, it's Sparky.
200 people.
No.
Huh?
Yeah, that's how many people they say this chair did.
Nice even number, 200.
No, then their state went pansy and took away the death penalty before they could get to 201.
Or maybe they just switched to a different method of killing people.
Lethal injection.
Electric chairs, lethal injection, the gas chamber.
Yeah, California, that's
hanging.
what you get, the gas chamber.
Lethal injection, gas chamber, Yoko Ono album.
Ooh.
I'd be hating on Yoko.
It's like saying you don't
What'd she ever do to you?
I'm nothing. It's just the bad music.
It's one of the things that's always amazed me about American society, well, world society probably in general, is that we have opinions on celebrities whom we've never met. It's like, oh, I think that celebrity is a jerk because I read something somewhere where he was a jerk in some situation.
I was just saying the music was bad in his torture.
But not like torture you could die, just have psychological scars from.
Okay, I'll give you that.
That is called interrogation, not torture.
Oh, look, here comes the Spear of Destiny.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, remember this thing we've been hinting at for the last hour and a half?
Yeah, man, well done.
Yeah, speaks indistinctly.
Huh?
Okay, but here's the question: is Manuel the good guy or the bad guy in this?
He's a pawn.
I'm making gold bullets.
It's a waste.
Maybe if you hadn't shot your cigarettes before, you'd have some more ammunition.
Exactly.
Fanboy. Top of Midnight's like, joke's on you, it's all gold plated. Ha 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 ha.
This...
But he can't tip the scale either way unless one side is getting the upper hand. So, neutral. Switzerland.
Yeah, but wouldn't gold plated, shouldn't it work anyway just because the outer layer is gold? So that would...
You think you need pure gold though, right? It's always some catch like that with magic.
I guess, but you would still think gold plated would do some damage because...
It chips the
Unless you're Discordian. If you're Discordian, then it all works. It works because you say it works. Hail Eris, hail Discordia.
First of voodoo, so there you go.
Speaking in Latin.
Don't speak Latin and voodoo, you speak Creole.
See someone try to watch this movie to learn how to do an exorcism. They were just standing over a possessed person. I am speaking in Latin now.
You can look it up. As a supernatural fan, let me tell you, you can look it up and figure it out.
Oh Lord.
If you actually read the Bible on exorcism, all you have to say is, get out. Because that was the whole thing. Jesus, he says, demons, get out. And everyone's like, oh, how can you just command demons unless you are the Lord of Demons?
Out.
And that was when Jesus went through his threat or menace phase.
Out, damn spot.
Yeah, thank you for classing up the joint.
Wait, so they just dropped her through the window that her sister fell through and no one bothered to fix the skylight in that period of time?
It's a mental institution. They paid all that money for the cameras, now they're broke.
Really?
Yeah, Charlie, there's no money for glass. They have those tracking cameras, remember?
Yeah, with sound. I mean, really. I'm sure someone in the budget church, but did we really need sound in the security cameras,
And plus, somebody's skimming off the top because, it's an insane asylum. That's just what the kind of people do that run.
I actually think that this has got to be like Belle Reve or Arkham, and they actually are housing supervillains here, which is why they needed all that advanced security. They just had some regular people there too.
Gotta pad the budget.
Yeah. What's funny is that, of course, most people don't know this is the sixth time you shoot him in the chest. That's when he falls. So.
Well, it's like those old George
shouldn't
Reeves.
It be 7 since 7 is the number of completion?
That is true.
That's what she.
But he's a demon, so the sixth time is the charm.
Well, it's like those old George Reeves Supermans where they tried to shoot Superman and then the bullets bounced off him, so the guys would just whip their guns at him.
They always ducked from the gun. So, there was something about that gun.
It had kryptonite.
Don't throw the gun at me.
Kryptonite hand.
You jerk.
Honestly, what is this little tiny boy going to do for you? He's not even an acrobat, for God's sakes.
Wait, what little tiny boy are we talking about?
Chaz.
Yeah.
This is the worst sidekick ever.
Hey, just wait till he hits puberty. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Mm. I don't know, when you go to the DC universe, you want to start talking worst sidekick ever.
Don't you dare to mean Dick Grayson.
Never.
No, Grayson, no. But there's been a few men who have worn the red breast in the past who maybe did not live up to the Grayson legacy. That's all I'm saying.
I can already hear Lilith going, Jason Todd.
JT in the house.
I'm just saying,
They're actually making them a little
they
better.
can't all be.
Yeah. Go to hell.
See, that's my real hope for the Wonder Woman film is they had Etta Candy.
Huh?
Really?
Holy sprinklers, Batman.
In a Wonder Woman film, you know.
Guys, come on. Holy sprinklers, Batman.
Thank you, Mr. Grayson. Wait, they're all melting from the holy water. Why do we still need to keep the fire
That's
going up?
Ellie.
Good thing he had the second clip. But of course, you know what that means? Oh, see? Because he shot the dang cigarettes. No, okay.
Just like people in LA. Things don't go their way, they fall apart.
And you why? Because Chaz doesn't shoot his cigarettes. He doesn't waste his ammo. He holds it up until there's a time to use his gun.
Okay, so did they...
It's like in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. He waits for his shot. He doesn't just shoot.
Oh, he's Bullock. He
So
took all that time to get up the stairs.
So did they put Angela in a white shirt just because she would look more pure and innocent, or because they knew once it got wet it would be completely see-through?
Yeah.
A little column A, a little column.
A little bit of both.
Hey, it's Gollum.
My precious.
Anybody know the way
Ah,
to
she's dead. Sorry, John, too late.
I told you to swim only when there's a lifeguard on duty.
You didn't wait the 20 minutes, did you?
Juan McGuffin.
Jump scare.
So wait, so Juan McGuffin was working with the devil. But the Spear of Destiny is a holy relic of Christianity. So shouldn't that be actually like the power of God and goodness thing? Or, I don't know.
I think it's one of those, the way that it's written, it's one of those weird loopholes maybe.
So the Mexican was working with the devil, so Donald Trump did write this movie?
Yeah, well, exactly. We're only just now understanding the danger we're in. Apparently, Constantine had a lot of fans in the GOP. So, I don't know.
Well, I know a lot of the head writers and higher ups in DC are very conservative. I'm just saying. So.
Really, I did not know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. What did I miss?
Everything? Oh, that just looks all kinds of wrong right now.
Uh-oh. Nope, she's still possessed.
Bite his tongue off. Do it.
Oh, she's got magic pregnancy.
Oh.
Same thing happened to Ms. Marvel.
Same thing that happened for Damian Wayne.
What?
See, ironically, this is actually the plot to Class of Nickel High. Shia LaBeouf, you don't speak Latin. Don't.
Yeah. Oh, now they're doing it in stereo.
Eat some salt.
Somebody boil some
supernatural reference.
Somebody boil some water and get some sheets.
Blankets.
Ma'am, if you don't hurry up, we're gonna have to do a C-section.
with no epidural. All the ladies listening are like, "Oh my god, that's so brutish and barbaric."
Well, Kramer. That's Kramer.
Yeah, quit taxi driving yet.
It's everybody dancing but her.
Oh, Jazz, quit throwing yourself into your work.
Yes, thank you.
What? It's not like the books.
Exactly.
So wait, is that like all dead and stuff now?
It's not Hellblazer, John.
A lot of bathtubs in that room.
Water is a lubricator. Only in this instance, though.
I'm just saying, why do they have that many bathtubs in one room?
Or prom night.
And why doesn't this have to be in Latin?
Oh, because they have to watch all the. This is like an old timey asylum where everybody has to take a bath together and be watched.
Hey, it's the ancient one.
Wouldn't it be easier to just have them all take showers?
Soap on a rope is a dangerous weapon, Charlie. Has prison movies taught you nothing?
Torians went to Catholic school. Come on.
I love his tattoos, though.
Wait, so Tilda Swinton was the bad guy all along?
Duh. Androgyny is wicked. Another message.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I think you're right about the higher ups at DC being kind of.
Oh no!
No. Yeah, see.
Oh no! Now Charlie's gonna be sent through the whole Doctor Strange movie, saying, "Is she gonna be evil in this? Is she gonna be evil?"
Well, she's the ancient one, so of course she's evil.
Huh?
But only by our human morality, as Doctor Strange would say.
Very true.
That's what Doctor Strange first said when he encountered Dormammu. Was he is evil, but only by our human morality.
Yeah, please, like you can say someone's completely innocent when their head's on fire.
That's just actually in the Marvel universe, having your head be on fire is actually a sign of spiritual purity. That's why the Blazing Skull, who meditated to have his head encased in fire, with Tibetan monks or some nonsense in 1940.
Yeah, but you're trying to tell me Johnny Storm is pure? Yeah, right.
No, but that's scientific fire, not magic fire. If your head is engulfed by magical fire, it is actually a sign of
tomato. Come on,
guys. I just read that Mel Gibson and Kevin Spacey were considered to be Constantine. This is getting really scary. How bad things could have been.
Oh man, we could have had a racist Constantine.
Mel Gibson,
Kevin Spacey might have been okay.
As a villain, not as a hero.
Wait, Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, Lex Luthor. But he was younger then.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same guy who they wanted Constantine and Lex Luthor.
That was.
But you do understand that as an actor, they don't just play one role.
No, I know, but I'm just saying Kevin Spacey is typecast, in a good way though. He gets to play the bad guy. Yeah,
I know, but it doesn't mean he has to. He can play the good guy. And for what it's worth, Constantine is an anti-hero. He isn't specifically a good guy. He's just a guy who does good.
It's just a certain physicality that comes with being Constantine, though, that doesn't scream Mel Gibson or Kevin Spacey in 2005. Is all that I'm saying.
Yeah, look at Matt Ryan.
Appeal, sorry, look at Matt. Saying as a lady.
And let's not forget, this is 2005. This was before British actors were doing every role.
That's not quite true.
And actually, Mel Gibson is Australian, so he actually isn't even an American actor. So
nowadays, Jersey, and he just grew up in Australia. I believe he makes that distinction.
Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
I did not know that he was born in New Jersey.
Yeah, that. I mean, I've read a lot of interviews from his earlier days where he kind of tries to make that distinction for some random reason. But I always thought he was Australian because of Mad Max. I was just like, oh, you are American. That's a shame.
Oh,
Yeah, well.
oh boy.
Here we go.
Constantine.
This is my favorite
Yeah.
scene, actually.
What? Tim trying to commit suicide?
Well, he does this for a reason, though. It's not like
Yeah.
where when the devil comes down.
Wait, how's he committing suicide?
Slitting his wrist.
From left to right to reinforce the sinister theme of the devil. Cheesy.
That's not how you slit your wrist. You slit your wrist
Downwards.
lengthwise, not.
He's crying for attention, Charlie.
Well, exactly.
That's what they say.
It's like, oh God, he's fixed the problem.
Oh,
It's full of a watch time.
I was gonna say, what kind of watch is that? Oris.
Product placement.
Duh.
Actually, when you absolutely need to know what time hell will be unleashed.
What time is it? Hell.
See, because when you go to hell, all time stops. Remember, they've done this concept earlier in the. Oh, who's this?
Force International. Automatic. Huh?
It's the singer Pitbull.
Featuring Jennifer Lopez.
Whatnot? Oh no, that's the devil.
Now, this guy originally wanted to play Balthazar, but Peter Stoudemire, come on, he is built for this role. I love it. He chews the scenery like no other. And at this time, he was hot because of Prison Break, I believe. That must be an honor when the devil decides to come collect your soul himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, but I don't think anyone's too happy about it.
yeah. Of course, that was all part of Sisyphus' plot. When he escaped the world several times. And then when Hades himself comes to collect his soul, he was like, oh, Hades, how nice of you to come. I feel so honored. And then he chained Hades to a chair, and then nobody could die for like 100 years.
Wait,
See,
the
that's all
devil
you
said
have
he...
to do is flatter Hades, though, because he's such an underappreciated guy, but he's so dang good at his job.
Huh?
Exactly.
That's another conversation for another time, though.
He said he has his own theme park. Wait, SeaWorld?
Ooh,
Who, what?
ouch.
Or Constantine. Or Hades.
Hades.
Hades?
Universal Studios.
Oh.
Sorry, NBC.
Spear of Destiny, take a drink. Spear of Destiny, take a drink.
So what was the deal with the Spear of Destiny anyway? Like, why did that have to come here? Are they going to do something with that?
I don't want to do the spoiler alert because we're almost there.
Oh my god, Devil's gonna kiss him.
Here for it.
Oh, you and your fan fiction.
Me and my slash shipping. I've just become so terrible in the last 2 years.
I was listening to a Gotham gossip the other day, and you and Crystal were just going on about your fan fictions.
It's not fanfiction. It's actually gonna happen. Jim is gonna get with Alfred. They're gonna take care of Bruce together, and you can't tell me different.
My two dads.
Wait, that's the Flash. It's more like my three dads, but.
Man, does this look like a music video?
A Madonna music video.
What is that, like ray of light or something? I could just see this on MTV in the 80s or 90s. That's right, kids. Back in the day, MTV actually played music and music videos.
Well, they still do, but it's just like from 3 to 6 in the morning. Who the hell? And it's club music. Who the hell's that? If you want club music, you're at the club at that time.
Yeah.
I just don't get it anymore.
No.
Music videos nowadays are just beats, headphones, product placements. Anyway, so I'm good on it.
Mm.
Let's stretch this time of the movie out by having all this in slow motion. I love that word, perdition. Don't you, Charlie?
Father, why have you forsaken me?
Because she's a backstabbing little heifer, that's why.
Oh, send me my magic hammer. Huh.
And now you're the thing you hate the most. Human.
No.
Fitting punishment.
An extension?
Ooh, I see man boob.
Sister.
Is Charlie still with us?
Charlie, are you there? It looks like he's there, but I don't hear him.
Yeah, I'm here. I just had to take care of something. Sorry.
That's okay. Lilith likes the word perdition. She asked you if you did too.
Oh yes, perdition, sweat and perdition.
It's time to go, John.
And now the big reveal.
No?
I wonder if that suit's Prada.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
man, he's heavy. Put on some weight, John.
Something the devil didn't count on.
Oh my God, Constantine turned himself in the owner.
Satan is not worthy.
That awkward moment when you just can't get your grocery cart over the bump on the curb.
So wait, Keanu Reeves plays the Messiah in this film too?
A reluctant
So
Messiah,
he's
at
the-
least. Oh.
Up. Oh, yeah.
Look at that smile on his face, son.
I see what he did there. Like
That
the twist
awkward
on
moment when this turns into Superman.
the twist on the storyline. I see.
Look at the finger. That's like the most constant thing he's done all movie.
Huh?
This looks so sexual.
So did he just trick Satan into curing his cancer?
Yep.
Yep. It's kind of a twist.
Satan's not right.
Kind of a twist on a classic storyline.
Honestly, though, if they had looked like that, he'd have been dead, like, before he even came across this case.
Well, maybe if he wasn't cured, maybe he would have died the next day or
Oh,
something.
he spilled himself alive or something like that, because it is Constantine. And you know why he's dangerous. It's
I
not
just
that...
hope he gives up smoking. Because Satan was kind enough to give him a second chance. It would be nice if he gave up smoking. But probably not.
I do like that they kind of address it, the effects of smoking your whole adult life.
Yeah.
Don't think the devil's gonna cure your kids.
Although nowadays, if you got enough money, you can probably grow them on a pair of lab rats at this point. New lungs for yourself. And in case you ask why he didn't destroy the spear, it's because it's indestructible.
Well, of course, it's a magic spear.
Uh-huh.
Well, specifically,
I
it's
literally saw people asking that question though, on like IMDb or whatever, and I'm like, did you not even really? Okay, they tell you that much in the movie.
Oh, slap.
So is this where the whole idea that if you cut off an angel's wings, they become human comes from?
Yes.
Because that has like no basis in anything.
Yeah, I know, but it's
'Cause
been
angels
perpetrated for a
don't-
long time though.
No, I think it was just here.
No, I've seen it in tons of different stories and books and stuff though.
Oh yeah, so have I.
I don't know.
It's because a lot of it, like for this instance,
I'm
half.
willing to wager if it is something that's done, it's a 20th century thing.
Yeah, I think that I don't know if the whole cliche is that that's the thing God gave them. That's where like their God-given power comes from, or whatever.
Well, and then a lot of angels supposedly hate humans because we don't appreciate God or whatever, so they get to and they hate the most. Let's walk away. No explosions. No sunset.
No.
That's nice.
Well, no, angels hate humans because humans have free will, and angels don't. Which is ironic because that actually means that if angels do not have free will, then when God created Satan, he created Satan with the intention that Satan would rebel. But of course, in actual biblical lore, Satan is actually not really a rebellious angel. He simply is the person who questions humanity's worthiness.
He's mischievous.
He's basically a trickster god.
Loki.
He's like Loki. He means well. Everyone always gets up in his business.
Really, you're gonna give this to this lady? Like,
is that
thank you. At least she asked the question. Why the hell are you giving me this?
Is that the spear of destiny, or are you just happy to see me?
A little bit both.
You better hope you don't see him around, because trouble is probably going to show up if you see him again.
And everybody around him dies. You're one lucky chick.
Yeah, exactly. You become friends with him. Your days are numbered.
Dead.
Yeah.
You're gonna be that one of those ghosts following him around.
Yep.
I'm just trying to figure out what we're planning on doing in the sequel. They killed off half the supporting cast. They just get like a whole new supporting cast.
Yeah, that's what they were gonna do. There's actually a script wandering around there somewhere. It's not that good.
Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, but they did say then, like in 2011, the most recent thing is, and they said they wanted to do like all the like mystics of DC, and that's where the Justice League Dark idea actually came from. So, yeah. But at that point, I thought it was too late to do anything with a Keanu Reeves Constantine, though.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they can't do a Constantine film because they can't have magic because it is, because you can't show it in China. You need China to recoup that $200 million budget.
Yeah. Unless this was only $100 million, yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't recoup it.
They made money back worldwide. It was like 243 million or something like
Well,
that.
eventually.
Yeah, the domestic final was like 75.6. So
Dick Tracy made its money back eventually. There's not a Dick Tracy 2.
that was a product of its time. I'm surprised that got made. Period. I mean, that was a Warren Beatty blood, sweat, and soul kind of project. Honestly, he really did all he could do to get that made. So.
Had some great visuals though. I'll tell you that. I'm actually a big fan of the Dick Tracy film. I actually really thought that
Are we waiting for the cutscene? By the way, if you guys don't know, there's a scene at the end of the credits.
Oh, is Stan Lee in it? You
don't want to wait? I can tell you.
Okay. No, we can wait.
Okay.
Does Alan Moore do a cameo? Is he the janitor in this?
Speaking of which, there is a really cool cameo. I don't know if you guys even know who this person is, but they had a movie made about their life. Domino, the model turned bounty hunter. She's in the Papa Midnight Club the second time they go. So yeah.
The only Domino I know is the one from Deadpool.
Sorry, I'm so used to being around my boyfriend who knows nothing about it.
He's got a thing for models and bounty hunters.
Yum.
I'm from Michigan, where Domino just means pizza.
Well, oh no, Papa John's was founded in Louisville. That's right. No. Never mind.
The big three in Michigan is Domino's, Little Caesars, and Hungry Howie's.
I love Hungry Howie's.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever heard of
this podcast. Not sponsored by Hungry Howie's, although we welcome it.
Yeah. Hungry Howie's. Are you in Ohio, Lilith, or where are you? They got a Hungry Howie's.
She's been everywhere.
I'm in Tampa. They have them right now.
Oh.
They have them here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually not seen a Hungry Howie's outside of Michigan. You know, I have Little Caesars out here, which is good. Although I can't get it now because I don't have a car. But yeah, no, Hungry Howie's is very good pizza with their severed head topping.
Constantine special.
Let's see.
Well, because their logo is like a pizza, and then you have Hungry Howie, who's this head sort of licking his lips, but the way they designed it, his head is like in the middle of the pizza. I guess it's like supposed to be him eating himself out of the pizza, except it's like he's just a severed head on top of a pizza. So we always did the joke that Hungry Howie's with delicious severed head topping pizza. Because we were in Michigan and we weren't very good at writing. So is this like the first post-credit superhero scene, or is this where we can?
First. I think did X-Men do it?
Did X-Men come out before this, or?
Well, the
first one, 2005.
Yeah, the first X-Men was 2000.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
I think this is the first DC movie to do it.
Are there other DC movies? Oh yeah, that's right. There was a Green Lantern one.
And Superman Returns.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
the
right.
Batman Nolan trilogy. I'm just looking like, what are you?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, that's true. There actually have a few. Now that I think about it.
It's the ones that I don't talk about, and then for there's like a 10-year gap, and then we can start again. God, these are the longest.
I'm sorry, if Tim Burton didn't direct it, it's not a Batman film.
Did he really just say that?
Lilith.
Okay, I know my topic for next time.
Lilith. I'll give you another topic. His favorite movie is Superman. His favorite Superman movie is Superman 3.
Was the best one. I'm sorry. Everything that makes Superman great.
Did you used to do rooms in the 70s or something, Charlie?
Okay.
Was it like Magical Peyote Journey?
Here's all the things you have in Superman 3. A villain whose power is money. And to show that money is the one thing that Superman has no strength against. It also has a variation in kryptonite that gives Superman moral weakness. because, of course, the actual strength of Superman isn't his Kryptonian strength, but his Clark Kent upbringing, and allows for us to have a battle between Clark Kent and Superman. And, of course, the third reason why it is a great film is because it has Gus Gorman, the brilliant scientist who comes from nowhere and actually finds the way to defeat Superman with his intellect. In other words, everything that makes Superman a popular character today, with Lex Luthor, a brilliant scientist who's also a billionaire, all comes because of Superman 3.
Here it comes.
Oh yeah, I'm watching it now.
Oh God, I hate this cutscene so much.
That's it. Shia LaBeouf's an angel now.
It's
okay.
Talking.
Not the ladder.
I'm just saying it wasn't worth waiting for. I mean, it's not like
it
that.
Wasn't.
Oh wow, it's everything. It's like one
that's why I told you I could have just told you what it was.
But like one assumes that Shia LaBeouf died doing good. He probably went to heaven. They had Shia LaBeouf
that
in
would
hell.
make him an angel. I hate that, by the way. I'm just saying that's the one thing my sticking point.
Oh, that he goes to heaven and makes him an angel. Not well.
He becomes an angel. But that's not how that works. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm guessing maybe the implication is that he was always half angel.
Always an angel, yeah.
You know, and
he's his Manny for this one.
Yeah.
If you didn't watch the original TV shows already. Okay, so what would you grade this movie?
Well, Netflix gives it 3 stars.
A whole 3.
That's what
really?
it says.
Not even like a little thing missing from it?
No, 3 full stars. Well, as my wife says, Keanu Reeves is very attractive.
He is.
And I think that's 3 stars just for Keanu. I don't know. Well, I guess what would I give this film? This was rated R? What was this rated R for? I have no idea.
Violence and demonic images, it says.
Demonic images gives you an R rating nowadays?
This must be the director's cut, because I could have sworn that the theatrical release was PG-13. I could have sworn it.
I don't know.
That's what the back of my Blu-ray says.
Anyway.
I mean, it's better than the Fantastic Four, slightly. Actually, no, I can't even. It's very hard for me to judge this film without having a background in the Constantine character and the Constantine mythos. But I mean, obviously there were some gaping plot holes that you noticed, and that that's the thing about plot holes. Lots of films have plot holes. In fact, all films have plot holes. The question is do you notice the plot hole when it's happening? This one had some pretty obvious plot holes that you're going, well, wait a minute, as you're watching it. It's not fridge logic. It's not something that afterwards you go, oh wait, if that had happened, then they couldn't have known about that. It's like, oh wait, I'm in it, and it's taking me out of the film. So, at the same time, I mean, it wasn't horrible. I'll give it 2 stars out of the possible 5 that Netflix asked for. What do you guys think?
It's 3 for me. I mean, it could be worse, but it could be a lot better. Like I said, I liked a lot of the design of it. They tried, but they get kneecapped by the executives, and it's really obvious this movie got kneecapped by a lot of different things. At that point, why even make a Constantine movie? So they made the best American version. If Constantine was American, this is exactly how it would go down.
Well, I was trying to think. I was bouncing between 2 ratings, so maybe I'll split the difference between the 2 of you with 2.5.
Oh, so yeah. Thanks for joining me, guys. So, hope you guys found that entertaining at the very least. So let's do some shameless plugs. Charlie, where can the peoples find you?
Well, you can always find me on the Superconnectivity podcast, along with the all-new Roundup with the great Philip Parrish on both of those podcasts on the Southgate Media Network in the Nuff Said feed. You can also find me on the Gamma Cast with Dave White on the 80s Reboot. And of course, if you'd like to write to me, you can write to me at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. And follow me on Twitter at Charlie Esser. That's CharlieEsser. Look for the 2 E's in the middle for quality.
What about you, Philip?
As you heard, you can find me on this podcast with Charlie Esser. You can also find me on World's Finest and, this podcast with Miss Lilith Hellfire. And believe it or not, I do a few with other people, not these two. But the easiest way to find everything Phil Parrish is on Twitter. I'm at NightwingPDP, or you can email me to discuss anything Marvel or DC, nightwingpdp@gmail.com.
Awesome. You guys can find this podcast on Twitter at Newcastle Crew. We are on Facebook, facebook.com/Newcastle Crew Podcast. And of course, our email is newcastlecrew@gmail.com. We'd love to hear your thoughts about this movie and whether you were a casual fan of Constantine before you saw it or hardcore, and how your feelings about that from each side go. So until next time, wait the 20 minutes before you fall into the pool, okay?